I'm Alex Brown, and I'd like to introduce you to the Bar Grating Design Aid. This tool allows you to design the most appropriate grating size and type for structural, vehicle, or stair tread use. It takes your scenario and either selects a grating size for you or verifies if your selected size is suitable. Let's jump in. Starting at the top, you'll see two tabs here, one for bar grating design and the other for stair tread design. So that's a little more specialized use of grating, but that can help for number of stair treads and how to size them. And then coming down a little bit, you can input a project name, job number, your name as the engineer, and then that will all be printed on the final analysis package. And that's going to be a PDF download of all of my inputs and outputs. These are optional fields though, you can leave them off if you desire. Then coming down a little bit more, the left half is going to be all of my inputs. So what I'm using the grating for, what kind of conditions I have, what type of configuration I need. And then on the right side, we'll show my outputs. So if it's selecting a size for me, that's printed here. Or if I'm manually specifying a grating type and a loading condition, it will tell me if it works or not. As you're making changes, just watch kind of this top right area for a loading icon that pops up. And that just shows that it's actively thinking at that moment. So I'll go ahead and go through some of these inputs here. So for application, either structural or vehicular can be selected. And generally, you want to work from top to bottom as you punch the stuff in. For the usage, catwalk, fire escape, stairway, or a walkway, not an exit. Those are all provided there. Those have different requirements and suggestions. This tool does handle imperial and metric. And we'll go ahead and we'll just select a few options here in metric. For the configuration, you can see here, we've got standard, close mesh, ADA compliant, and then their associated configurations. So 30W102 with 3 and 5 bar. And the way to read that, that's going to be 30 millimeters for your bearing bar spacing, your crossbar spacing, in this case, 102 millimeters from bar to bar. And then your bearing bar sizes are going to be 3 millimeters and 5 millimeters. And then those change depending on the usage. So you can see the heavy duty or extra wide, all of those are going to impact bar sizes and spacing. Once my configuration is selected, I can select a specific bar size, so 25 millimeter by 3 millimeter if I want to, or upsized from there, or I can just select pick for me, and it will select the appropriate size for the given loading I'm looking at. And for that, I do need a clear span, so we'll put in 1.5 meters. Surface can be smooth or serrated, depending on the usage of the grating. And then based on those inputs, it'll suggest an optimal size for me, so a 30W102, 32 by 3. Jumping to the stair tread tool, this one has a different layout. So here you actually select a design standard. So International Building Code, OSHA, or NAM from the state side. Those all have different requirements for stairs as far as minimum rises, runs, sizes. So you can select an appropriate one here. And then based on that, you communicate what the stair rise is, the width, the flight, and then based on that, the tool will recommend the number of stairs needed and the size that's needed. All of these inputs and outputs can be printed with the print analysis button here and saved as a PDF. So let's jump into an example. We'll go back to the bar grating design tab. Structural is good. Maintenance catwalk is good. Metric and 1.5 meters. That's all well and good. For the configuration, we will continue to look at a 30W102 and bar size pick for me. We'll change the surface back to smooth here. And then based on all of that, we still have that 30W102, 25 by 3. And that's based on this uniform load here of 1.92 kilopascals. That comes from the NAM MBG 543 reference from the United States. If we wanted to bump that up to something heavier, let's say 7. Based on that heavier loading, the tool did increase the suggested size here to a 32 by 5. So a little bit deeper of a bearing bar. If we were looking at a vehicular usage instead of structural, we can change that here. And then that's going to have different usage options as well. Let's say it's just a passenger vehicle. And now with that same 1.5 meters, no good sizes available. The loading is much heavier with much different deflection criteria. Based on that, and you can see all the assumptions here, nothing will work with our standard grading configuration. So a couple of changes that we can make. If we just tighten that span up to 1/2 meter, now that is a short enough span that I am able to make a standard configuration bar grating work. 44 by 5 is the bearing bar size. But if we have to have that 1.5 meter, maybe a different configuration is required, we can bump that up to a heavy duty configuration. And now 30 HW for heavy duty, 102 76 by 6 grading does work. And I can print my analysis as a PDF. I'm able to download that right here with all of my inputs, outputs, and assumptions listed out here for my reference that I can put into a project calculation package. Jumping over to the stair tread tab. Let's say you're working on something stateside, so imperial units, just following OSHA standard guidelines. For surface type, we'll say smooth. And then the stair rise, we'll do 60 inches, which is about 5 feet or 1.5 meters. Stair flight, you'll notice is listed. That can be between 50.35 inches and 103.92 inches. So we'll go ahead, we'll say 60 inches as well. The rise and the run are the same. Again, for the width, there's a requirement here per OSHA standard of 22 inches. And let's say that it is 30 inches wide. And then the step run here, we've got a min and a max, and then it automatically generates what that step run is. So you can see that defined here in the diagram, that run dimension. The depth can be overridden, and the bar spacing can also be overridden. But otherwise, based on all of this geometry, and again, based on that OSHA design standard, I'm looking at 6 stairs using 19W4 2 by 3/16 bar grading, so 2 inch by 3/16 bearing size, 19/16 spacing there, 8 bars wide, 30 inches long. So all of that is defined here. So I can print this calculation and I can hand it over to someone to fabricate and supply this material for me now. I do want to point out how important the design standard is because it does change from spec to spec. So OSHA standard, everything was fine. But if instead I was using IBC occupancy group I3, FSH, or occupancy less than 50, that has different requirements. So you can see that stair flight, that has a higher minimum, 93 inches now. So my 60 inches is not sufficient and no good for my treads needed. The calculation doesn't come through. And that's the Bar Grating Design Aid. It's a great tool that addresses 3 scenarios where bar grading is commonly used, from structural loading for human occupancy to being driven on by vehicles or forklifts to a regular flight of stairs. And with that, happy specifying.